back. Rodrance for Black and White Entertainment. It seems that Disney and Lucasfilm cannot get the hell out of its own way. One step forward, two steps back, and they have to continue to show exactly how woke they are. And now they're reaching in once again like they did with Luke Skywalker and The Last Jedi, like they did with Han Solo, like they've done with Lando, making him Pando. They have to show how woke they are. They have to bring identity politics into a situation. And now they have went after something that is very near and dear to my heart. In Star Wars, I have two favorite ships. I have the Millennium Falcon, and then I have Boba Fett's the Slave One. That's right. Well, and I'll tell you a little story behind the Slave One. I remember getting it. I was huge into the Kenner toys. I started collecting in 77 is when my dad brought home, I was sick a lot growing up, and I've told this story before, but I started collecting Star Wars figures. It meant a great deal to me. And this was the one thing I can ever remember receiving from my brother, who is no longer with us. He passed away in a car crash back in 1983. Was he bought me Boba Fett's Slave One, and I can still remember the packaging. There, you can see it on the screen right there. That was the box, and of course it came with Han Solo frozen in carbonite. And man, I mean, these boxes were so great, and it was a great ship. There it is, right there. It had a little cargo hold. This cockpit came off right here, and I just thought it was one of the coolest ships ever. I told the story when I was talking about Boba Fett's. We knew Boba was coming back, and the moment we truly, in the tragedy, the episode of The Mandalorian, Season 2, when he came back and we get to see Boba in all his glory, in all of his viciousness, and we get to see why he's one of my favorite characters. And now Disney has stepped in, and they are abolishing the name of Boba Fett's ship. It will no longer be called the Slave One. I find this disgusting. It's a total middle finger to Boba Fett fans. It's a total middle finger to toy collectors out there. This ship has had several different incarnations over time. Shadows of the Empire, Power of the Force, reissues, etc., but I had the original. I remember the Boba Fett Melloway. That's how I got Boba, right there. 1979, I got it. You had proof of purchase that you sent in from the figures, and they mailed you Boba Fett in this little white box. I can still remember it to this day with all this stuff right here. This was a little disclaimer note about the fact that it was supposed to have a shooting rocket, but they discontinued the shooting rocket because they were afraid that kids were going to choke on it. Well, this is from Pirates and Princesses. Disney renaming Boba Fett's Slave One as, quote, Boba Fett's Starship in Star Wars. God, this is just ridiculous. Look, I'm not sure it matters if Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni take over. And do I think there's some real fire there? Yeah, I haven't done a video on that. But there is something significant out there that I found. And I think it's promising on that front. But I'm not sure it matters anymore. Remember playing with your Kenner Slave One playset back in the day. Yeah, well, according to Disney, Boba Fett's ship isn't called that anymore. At least it won't be in upcoming Lego sets. Now it's just, quote, Boba Fett's starship. No, I'm not kidding. Likely part of Disney's continued diversity and inclusion initiatives, the Lego version of Boba Fett's iconic ship will drop the, quote, Slave One moniker and instead be referred to by its new name. And according to the Lego Star Wars design director, and I'm not even going to acknowledge these names, and the lead designer, while Disney hasn't made a formal announcement of the internal change, it says, then we have the next one from The Mandalorian. It's Boba Fett's starship. Yes, I built another. We're not calling it the Slave One anymore. This is Boba Fett's starship. Okay, why are they dropping the Slave One name? Everybody is. It's probably not something that has been publicly announced, but it's just something that Disney doesn't want to use anymore. And here it is, right here, the image. There's the box. I mean, it's a hell of a cool set. It comes with Boba Fett and Din Djarin. Boba Fett's starship, circled. Last year, in the wake of the death of George Floyd, some in the tech world were calling for an end to, quote, master and slave designations. It'll be interesting to see if the Slave One name carries over to the entirety of Star Wars canon, or if it's just because this product is marketed to kids. I think you should probably leave the policing to children to the parents. If I had to guess, I'd wager that this is a company-wide mandate given the current political climate at Lucasfilm. Fuck you, Kathleen Kennedy. With the Book of Boba Fett coming to Disney Plus, maybe Lucasfilm can at least concoct a plausible story for the name change and give us something better than, quote, Boba Fett's starship. Now we just have to wait and see how this goes over with long-time Star Wars fans. I'm telling you right now, this stinks like shit. Some of whom have sunk thousands of dollars into Boba Fett and Slave One merchandise. So, look, that's been Disney's MO. They don't care about tradition anymore. They don't care about fandom. They don't care about people's collections. They don't care about what people have spent their money on in the past. They don't care about the fact that this original trilogy fandom, like me, helped build this brand into something that at one time for them was profitable. And every time Disney makes some headway with The Mandalorian or Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, or Robert Rodriguez or whatever, they put together something good. Something like this comes along and gives you a big middle finger right back to your fandom. They can't leave well enough alone. They've got a virtue signal. Look at how great we are. We got rid of the Slave One name. Give us our woke points. The race to the most woke. Lucasfilm continues to lead. Disney continues to lead. This is a big middle finger to Boba Fett fans. Yes, we do give a damn about the name of a ship. Okay? We do. We care about that shit. But that's what Disney has never understood about Star Wars fans. It is the little things. We do care about the little things. They lost sight of that when it comes to storytelling. They're losing sight of it now that it comes to direct fandom. They've already killed Lando and that character. They took a flamethrower to it. Might as well take a flamethrower to Boba Fett's ship. It's just a ship, right? Yeah, it's just a ship that people spent millions of dollars on. I mean, think about it. Buying that ship, it's been years since I've paid up for something vintage. I imagine I'll go buy the ship now. I'm probably going to pay up and buy the original ship. I don't know what it'll cost me. And, of course, it'll be secondhand and used, and that's fine. That's fine. I will have the original. F you, Disney. Again, There are serious, serious rumblings about the fact that Favreau and Filoni may, in fact, take over this thing. But Acolyte's still being made by Leslie Headland. Shit like this is going down. They took a flamethrower to Loki, and the director was brave and courageous and stunning out there. They don't want any business from anybody in the South, the Midwest. I said they just decided to walk away from the people that built these products to begin with and funded it. Tell me what you think, black and white entertainment fans. Yes, Disney, this kind of shit does matter. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.